I did make every effort to include the latest scientific studies. Please note, though, that research is constantly changing, and one clinical trial cannot always cover diverse bodies and communities. Individual responses to foods, herbs, supplements, and treatments may vary based on genetics, environment, and other factors. Even solid clinical trials and studies tend to have an agenda or underlying bias, and despite the best intentions and efforts of researchers, the scope and purpose of scientific research will always be somewhat limited by factors such as funding, ethics, and logistical constraints. Relying on a single expert or source can be risky, as errors and biases can occur. It's best to verify information from multiple sources before accepting it at face value. If you wish to deep dive into the topic, you can check on my references posted in the description box below.
According to a twin study of chronic fatigue published in 2001, chronic fatigue tends to run in families, suggesting that genes may play a role in its development. Chronic fatigue syndrome, CFS, also known as myalgic encephalomyelitis, is a complex and debilitating disorder characterized by extreme fatigue that persists for at least 6 months and cannot be alleviated by rest. This condition significantly impairs daily activities and is not attributed to malingering or other known medical conditions. CFS presents with a wide range of symptoms, including severe fatigue, sleep problems, cognitive impairment, and various neurological symptoms. The exact cause of CFS remains unclear, but it is believed to involve a combination of genetic, environmental, and immunological factors. According to an Institute of Medicine report, an estimated 836,000 to 2.5 million Americans suffer from CFS. However, most of them have not been diagnosed. In a clinical trial published in 2002, researchers investigated the impact of a nutritional supplement on 53 patients with CFS. The supplement contained various nutrients like protein, carbohydrates, fats, trace elements, minerals, vitamins, and creatine, 1,200 milligrams per 100 milliliters. The researchers assessed factors such as fatigue severity, clinical symptoms, and physical activity of the participants. The study found no significant differences between the group that received the supplement and the group that received the placebo for any of the measured outcomes. Despite the study's efforts, it had limitations, such as not assessing the nutritional status of the CFS patients before treatment and the possibility that some components in the supplement could have contrasting effects. One notable observation was that the creatine dosage used in the study appeared to be insufficient compared to traditional supplementation regimens.
By the way, before I continue, if you're new here, I'm Jera from the Philippines. Welcome to my channel where I share my knowledge and discoveries gained from reading scientific journals and books written by doctors and natural medicine clinicians. I have a strong interest in subjects related to health and wellness, especially natural remedies, personal development, dogs, and cats. Some of my favorite books are Dissolving Illusions, Disease, Vaccines, and The Forgotten History by Susan Humphreys and Roman Bystrianic. Vitamin C, The Real Story, The Remarkable and Controversial Healing Factor by Steve Hickey and Andrew Sowell, and Atomic Habits by James Clear. If you're also a pet lover, somewhat health conscious, and have an insatiable thirst for new knowledge, I invite you to consider subscribing. Also, you might want to check out my presentation, 18 Health Benefits of NAC and Acetylcysteine backed by human studies after watching this video. The link is in the description box below.
Moving on, in another randomized controlled trial published in 2016, researchers assessed the impact of guanidinoacetic acid, GAA, on 21 women with CFS. Guanidinoacetic acid is an ingredient our bodies use to produce creatine. The participants received either GAA, 2.4 grams per day, or a placebo, cellulose, for 3 months, with a 2-month washout period. The GAA group showed a substantial increase in muscular creatine levels, 36.3% versus 2.4% after 3 months. Unfortunately, researchers found no significant effects on general fatigue and musculoskeletal pain. However, the GAA had significantly more strength and aerobic power. As of creating this presentation, there is not enough evidence to unequivocally endorse supplemental creatine for CFS. How about L-Carnitine? In an old clinical trial, researchers treated 30 CFS patients in a crossover design comparing L-Carnitine and amantadine. Each medicine was given for 2 months, with a 2-week washout period between medicines. L-Carnitine or amantadine was alternately assigned as first medicine. Amantadine was not well tolerated by most patients, and only 15 could complete the full treatment due to side effects. However, for those who completed the treatment with L-Carnitine, there was a significant improvement in 12 out of 18 studied factors related to their condition. The most significant improvements were observed between 4 and 8 weeks of L-Carnitine treatment. Only one patient couldn't finish the treatment due to diarrhea. The authors of the study found that L-Carnitine is a safe and well-tolerated medicine that can improve the clinical condition of CFS patients. Moreover, in another clinical trial published in 2004, 90 CFS patients were divided into 3 groups, each receiving different treatments. One group received acetyl-carnitine, another group propionyl-carnitine, and the third group received both compounds. They took these treatments for 24 weeks. The researchers evaluated the effects using several tests, including one for fatigue, one for pain, and one for attention and concentration. These tests were performed at various points during the study. After treatment, a significant number of patients, 59% in the acetyl-carnitine group and 63% in the propionyl-carnitine group, reported feeling considerably better. However, the group receiving both substances together, combined group, showed less improvement, 37%. Acetyl-carnitine was found to help with mental fatigue, while propionyl-carnitine was more effective for general fatigue. Attention and concentration improved in all groups. Unfortunately, pain complaints did not decrease in any group. Additionally, 2 weeks after discontinuing treatment, some patients reported a return of fatigue, 52% in the acetyl-carnitine group, 50% in the propionyl-carnitine group, and 37% in the combined group. The study suggests that both acetyl-carnitine and propionyl-carnitine can be beneficial for reducing fatigue and improving attention and concentration in CFS patients. However, the combination of both substances was less effective. Acetyl-carnitine had a greater impact on mental fatigue, while propionyl-carnitine was more effective for general fatigue. It's important to note that some patients experienced a return of fatigue 2 weeks after stopping treatment. There's also some anecdotal evidence that suggests carnitine might give great energy and improve mood. For example, this specific brand of carnitine supplement has received 566 reviews on iHerb.com as of the time of creating this presentation. One customer mentions that it gives them great energy with no jitters like caffeine, and they never have problems sleeping when using it, while another consumer reports that they noticed a distinct difference in energy, focus, and mood on days they take the supplement along with rhodiola. Before taking any supplements, it is important to consult with a healthcare professional or your doctor. If you have a known kidney or liver condition, your healthcare provider may suggest regular monitoring of kidney and liver function through blood tests. Once you get an approval from your doctor, there are high-quality carnitine supplements available on iHerb.com. To save up, use APT0317 at checkout. This special discount code does not expire, so you can cash in on it whenever you shop on iHerb.com. You might want to save this code to save money every time you shop on iHerb.com. Just remember, what works for some people may not necessarily work for everyone. If you already tried it all and followed many doctors and health gurus, but nothing worked, you may find the answer by doing some digging into your genes. If you want to get to the root cause of some of your health issues, the first step is to find your problem genes. Taking personalized supplements based on your DNA may also help, and Self-Decode can help you with that. Self-Decode provides personalized health recommendations based on a combination of your DNA, labs, and environmental factors. There are just too many diets, supplements, and health hacks out there to waste your time and money on stuff that probably isn't going to work for you. So if you want to experiment in the most efficient and effective way, click on the link in the description box below to check out Self-Decode and unlock your own genetic blueprint.
If you've learned something you didn't know before watching this presentation and you appreciate the time I invested in researching, writing, and creating this presentation, please give this video a like. If you're interested in looking and feeling your best and exploring natural solutions, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching!